People call Tractor Supply a slice of heaven for farmers and the working class, but for anyone over 60, it's more like a high-priced labyrinth. You walk in for a simple power drill and walk out with a financial piano on your back. Extended warranties, high-interest credit cards, and those vague commitments. Ever wondered why the staff there are so scary enthusiastic? The truth is, this isn't an accident. It's a carefully choreographed script. It's a campaign laser targeted at baby boomers, the generation that still values a handshake and old-school trust. Don't let yourself become just another digit in their quarterly profit report. In this video, we're peeling back the layers of the psychological warfare Tractor Supply is waging. Consider this a red alert every senior needs to see before stepping foot in that store again. On the surface, Tractor Supply looks fine. But over on Reddit and various tool forums, the conversation is heating up and the vibe is completely different. Let me tell you a story. One you've probably lived through yourself at Tractor Supply, you just didn't realize it at the time. One user shared that they dropped by just to grab a few battery-powered tools. Totally chill, no drama, no big deal. But then, things got weird at checkout. The employee grabbed the items from the locker, and on the way to the register, they started pitching the extended warranty. The customer said no, sweet and simple, like, "Thanks, but I'm good." You'd think that was the end of it, right? Nope. At the register, round 2 kicks off. This time it's the store credit card. Another no. Then the clerk shakes their head, like you just made the biggest financial blunder of your life, and says, "You're literally throwing money away." Sound familiar? The customer just laughs it off and says, "It's fine." And you think it stops there, fat chance. Round 3 back to the warranty, this time with a little fear-mongering sprinkled on top. If this thing dies after 30 days, you're on your own with the manufacturer. At this point, it's not even about shopping anymore. It feels like you're trapped in an insurance sales call where you can't hang up. And here's the kicker, so many people read this story and had the same reaction, "Wait, that happened to me too." It's not once. It's not twice. It's almost every single time you walk in. There's a great saying, once is an accident, twice is a coincidence, 3 times is a pattern. So the real question is, why is this happening in so many locations to so many people in the exact same way? Is it just over-eager employees? Or is there something lurking behind the curtain that we're not seeing? In the next part, we're going to dissect exactly what's going on behind that checkout counter, and trust me, it's a lot juicier than you think. If you want to understand how these systems actually tick, hit that subscribe button, because what you're about to hear might just change the way you shop forever. Now let's get real for a second. When you encounter an employee who keeps droning on about credit cards or extended warranties, our gut reaction is usually annoyance, maybe even a bit of "get off my lawn" grumpiness. But before you decide to blow a fuse at that young kid behind the counter, just hit the pause button for a heartbeat. The cold, hard truth: they don't want to be a human pop-up ad, they're being forced into it. In the world of Tractor Supply, and honestly throughout the modern retail landscape, every employee lives or dies by something called a quota. You walk in to buy a bag of chicken feed. To the system, you're not a farmer who needs a hand. You're a revenue opportunity that needs to be squeezed dry. These workers are under massive pressure. They have to hit a specific number of signups every single day. If they miss, they get a needs improvement mark on their record. Their hours get slashed, or worse, they get kicked to the curb. It's like walking a tightrope. On one side is being a decent human being to you, and on the other is keeping food on their own table. Of course, the corporate bigwigs know this better than anyone. They're not making the big bucks off drills or work boots anymore. The real gold mine, that's the 30% interest rate on their credit cards and warranty plans that you'll probably only use 1% of the time. Think of the cashier as a rower on a ship and Tractor Supply as the captain standing behind them with a whip. If the boat doesn't move fast enough, meaning you don't open that card, the rower gets punished. This is the ugly face of modern retail, maximizing revenue per customer. They don't look at your silver hair as a sign for respect. They look at it as a data point. They're betting that your generation's old-school trust can be converted into growth numbers on a stock chart. Sounds a bit cynical, doesn't it? But it's the reality. You can't blame the bee for stinging when someone's poking the hive. This system was designed to turn a human connection into a cold, calculated transaction. So now that we know the rules of the game, how do we stop being the sheep led to the slaughter? Don't go anywhere because the next part is your real survival kit. I've put together the top 5 sophisticated traps they set specifically to target the wallets of seniors. If you feel like this deep dive is hitting the nail on the head regarding the retail market, don't forget to smash that like button so the algorithm can get this warning out to more people. Now fasten your seatbelts, we're heading into the heart of the machine. Now that you get how the gears turn behind the scenes, this next part is where the rubber meets the road. We're moving past corporate theory and diving straight into the specific tactical traps, the kind of stuff you've likely bumped into a dozen times, felt a weird gut instinct about, but couldn't quite put a name to. Trap number 1, the extended warranty obsession. This is the system's secret sauce, and for good reason. We're talking profit margins as high as 70%. It's pure gravy for the company. The employee is trained to lean in and whisper that haunting psychological question into your ear: what if it breaks tomorrow? See, they aren't selling you technical protection or a repair service. They're selling fear. They know the odds of a high-end chainsaw or a pro-grade drill dying during that specific warranty window are slim to none. The manufacturers built it to last, but the store is betting that your anxiety is sky high. They want you to trade your hard-earned cash for an illusion of peace of mind, a piece of paper that usually ends up in a kitchen drawer forgotten while they laugh all the way to the bank. Trap number 2, the sweet credit card snare. This one is the ultimate honeypot. They dangle a shiny $20 or $50 discount on your current bill just for signing up. In the moment, it feels like you're winning a total steal, but it's the classic bait and switch of the modern age. They give you a tiny worm, but they're looking to catch the whole fish, a revolving door of debt, with interest rates hovering near a staggering 30%. That's not just a loan, that's a financial anchor. If you slip up and forget to pay for just one single month, those initial savings, and then some will evaporate faster than gasoline near a matchstick. You didn't save $50, you just signed a contract to be a long-term revenue stream. Trap number 3, the data grab. Can I just grab your email for an e-receipt? It's better for the environment. It sounds so harmless, so helpful, even noble. But once you give it up, the trap snaps shut. You've just handed them the keys to your digital life. What follows is a non-stop algorithmic barrage of marketing emails, special offers, and tracking cookies that follow you across the internet like a digital ghost. They're mapping your habits, your spending power, and your interests. There's a brutal cold saying in the tech world: if you aren't paying for the product, you are the product. Your privacy is the price you pay for the convenience of not carrying a piece of thermal paper. Trap number 4, the counter-side price game. Most folks miss this because they trust the tag on the shelf. But here's the dirty little secret. That same item sitting right in front of you might be 10, 15, even 20% cheaper on their own website or a competitor's app. It's a game of geographical convenience. They're betting that since you're already in the store with the heavy box in your cart, you won't bother to check. It's exactly like buying bottled water at the airport. You pay a massive premium, not because the water is better, but because they've got you cornered and they know your time is more valuable than your spare change. Trap number 5, the never-ending upsell: buying a drill. They'll push the bits. Buying livestock feed, they'll remind you to get supplements. Each little $5 add-on doesn't seem like a big deal, but when they hit the total button, it's a jump scare for your bank account. It's death by 1,000 cuts, except those cuts are funding their shareholders' next vacation. Here's the kicker: none of this is illegal. It's actually standard practice. But when they stack up, your shopping experience shifts. You're no longer the pilot. You're just a passenger being steered exactly where they want you to go. Now, we're getting to the part people hate to hear, but it's vital. Why does this system bounce off some people while others get caught in every single net? It's about psychology, not intelligence, and the group most affected usually are seniors. First, the trust factor. Older generations grew up when a salesman was also an advisor. They tend to think, If they're saying this, they must have my best interests at heart. In today's world, the person behind the counter cares way more about their CAP is than your well-being. Trust is a virtue, but trusting a system is an expensive mistake. Second, the no barrier. Many seniors find it hard to say no, not because they're weak, but because they're polite. Ask number 1, a soft refusal. Ask number 2, hesitation kicks in. Ask number 3, fine, just take it so I can leave. Sound familiar? It's like a pushy street vendor sometimes you buy just to end the conversation. Third, the comparison gap. A 20-year-old will whip out a phone and price check in 10 seconds. Many seniors don't. Without that step, you lose your primary shield. It's like buying a car without knowing the blue book value. You're flying blind. Fourth, risk aversion. This is the gotcha moment. When they hear, what if it fails, seniors often choose the safe route. It's not that they're easy to fool, it's that they've lived long enough to know how much a breakdown hurts. And the system smells that caution from a mile away. Remember this. They aren't being scammed. They're being persuaded. It's a quiet, persistent persuasion that happens in baby steps until you finally nod. Is this system accidentally or purposefully targeting the most agreeable customers? What do you think? This is a bit of a hot take, so I want to see your thoughts in the comments. But these traps cost more than just a few bucks. They can mess with your credit score and your retirement plans. Just how bad does it get? We're crunching the numbers in the next part. Stay tuned. And now let's talk about the part most people skip. Not because it's minor, but because it's so subtle it barely registers on the radar. Let's look at the cold, hard reality every time you walk into Tractor Supply and get talked into an unnecessary warranty or a grab-and-go item at the register. You are effectively taxing yourself. $5 for a warranty here, $10 for an upsell there. It sounds like just the price of a latte, but remember, this isn't a one-time thing. It's hundreds of times over decades. If you hit the store twice a month over 10 years, that invisible money could have bought you a brand new trailer or funded a whole chunk of your retirement. I've seen some truly heartbreaking examples. I've seen elderly farmers trusting the expert advice of a clerk walk out with the most expensive feed in the shop simply because they didn't know that on the bottom shelf sat a cheaper identical option. The store didn't mention it because the profit margin was too thin. They go home thinking they got the best of the best when in reality they just contributed to some executive's year-end bonus. And the fallout doesn't stop at your wallet. The moment you hand over your email or phone number for a discount, you're officially inviting a digital army of spam into your life. Your inbox gets flooded, and from there, professional scammers can find you with ease. It's like cracking a window for a breeze and accidentally letting in a swarm of mosquitoes. The real cost here isn't just financial, it's the manipulation of your peace of mind. When we accept these forced transactions as normal, we're feeding a business model that's lost its moral compass. What's your take? Is $5 too small to care about? Or is it a matter of principle? Let's get a debate going in the comments. I want to see some pushback from you savvy consumers. But wait, don't go thinking Tractor Supply is the only villain in this play. The truth is much more unsettling. These tactics have become a virus that's infected the entire modern retail industry. Are you sure your local grocery store or department store isn't using the exact same script on you right now? Let's pull back the velvet curtain of the retail world and look at the big picture in the next part. And if you want to help me expose more of these giants, hit that subscribe button. Truth is free, but ignorance that comes with a massive price tag. We've been picking on Tractor Supply, but let's be fair, they aren't the only antagonist in this story. In fact, they're just following a textbook that every retail giant keeps on their nightstand. Look at Lowe's, Best Buy, or even struggling names like Sears and Kohl's. See a pattern, you walk in for a TV or a washing machine, and boom, you're trapped in a matrix of credit card pitches and extended warranties. This isn't just a company problem, it's a systemic failure. These corporations are locked in a cutthroat race who can squeeze the customer the hardest. In their eyes, you aren't a person with unique needs. You're a line item on a quarterly earnings report. They aren't targeting you specifically because you're silver-haired or trusting they're targeting everyone. But unfortunately, our parents' generation with their built-in decency and trust are the least equipped to survive these sophisticated marketing blizzards. Whether you're under the bright lights of a fancy mall or a local shop, the shadow of corporate greed is always tailing you. This is a game where they wrote the rules and the end goal isn't your satisfaction, it's the stock price on Wall Street. So instead of just getting mad at one brand, we need to realize we're living in an era where awareness is our only weapon. Don't let the shiny displays or the sweet talk catch you off guard. Are you tired of having to be on high alert every time you go shopping, or do you think this is just business as usual? Give me your perspective, because our conversation is how we start tearing down these walls. But look, we can't just sit here and vent. It's time to take action. In the final part, I'm giving you an escape map. Simple, effective ways to protect yourself and your family from every retail trap out there, whether you're at Tractor Supply or anywhere else. Suit up with this information. Hit subscribe now, because knowledge is the only investment that never loses value. At this point, the million-dollar question isn't, is this happening? But rather, what are you going to do about it? The good news is, you don't have to fight the entire system. You just need to know the rules of the game and play it your way. Rule number 1, master the power no. There's a simple philosophy in English: no is a complete sentence. You don't need to explain yourself, you don't need to apologize, and you definitely don't need to justify why you don't want that credit card. A firm, polite refusal in the first 5 seconds shuts down the entire scripted sales pitch instantly. Rule number 2, lock down your data. When they ask for your email or phone number for an e-receipt or points, just say, "I'll take the paper receipt, thanks." Don't turn yourself into a sitting duck for spam bots or data brokers. Remember, your info is an asset. Don't give it away for free. Rule number 3, never ever buy the counter warranty. If the item is truly a big-ticket purchase, go home and check the manufacturer's policy, or see if your personal credit card already offers purchase protection. Buying a warranty at the register is like buying life insurance from a stranger on the street. You're getting ripped off 99% of the time. Rule number 4, be the pilot with your smartphone. Before you even pick up an item, do a quick price check on the spot. If it's cheaper online, ask for a price match. Don't let the price gap between the shelf and the internet pickpocket you. Rule number 5, stay on mission. Head straight for the checkout. Don't get distracted by the flash sales or those shiny little trinkets near the exit. Those are stumbling blocks designed to erode your willpower. Buy exactly what you came for and walk out like a winner. Don't forget, your awareness is the biggest threat to corporate profit margins. Do you have any other hacks for dealing with scary, enthusiastic staff? Drop a comment below. Let's build the ultimate consumer survival guide together. At the end of the day, remember this: the money in your pocket is your power. Don't let a choreographed script or fake enthusiasm strip that away from you. Tractor Supply and the other retail giants will only change when we, the consumers, stop being good little sheep. What do you think of these tactics? Is this just smart business? Or is it predatory to target our seniors this way? I want to hear your take in the comments. I'll be down there reading and chatting with you all. If this video helped you see through the retail smoke and mirrors, give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. It's the best way to make sure you don't miss our next investigation and helps keep our community sharp. The content in this video is based on personal experiences, user reports, and public information for educational purposes. We have no intention of defaming any individual or organization. All final financial and shopping decisions are the responsibility of the viewer. Always be a savvy consumer. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you at the next Truth Drop.